السلام عليكم everybody. إن شاء الله تكونوا بخير وعلى خير and of course إن شاء الله تكونوا safe at home. Welcome in another episode. اليوم جبنا معنا a special guest who is هديل ضياف. هديل مرحبا بك معنا.
Merci Kauthar. Merci pour l'invitation. I hope everyone is fine and safe at homes surtout.
Exactly safe. هذا واش
Yeah.
نحوسوا
Yes.
فاين ولا معليش نحتاجوكم safe بركم بعد سهل. How are you هديل? How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Trying to keep myself busy in the quarantine. Sometimes it's hard, mais you have to keep yourself busy parce que الفراغ هو العدو الأول تاع الصحة العقلية.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
from a scale of 1 to 10 how productive you are?
Well, actually, depends on the days. I mean, نهار نكون super productive and the other day I'm just binge watching or something. So I can say the average productive day is kind of 6 to 7 هكاك.
Eh, ça va كيما jour de promo.
كي يكون productive برك شي دايما.
الافريج من اللي يبدا الحجر الصحي حتى لهنا 6 7 ça va, you are doing a good job.
Well, I'm kind of trying يعني.
Good luck. And for
Thank you.
Ramadan, how are you with Ramadan?
I'm good actually. I'm not feeling tired. ومنسي Ramadan is different هاد العام. I still feel the same vibes. I try to create هذاك الاتموسفير رمضانيسك. منسي it's a quarantine. منسي ما كاش تراويح. منسي بزاف عفايس يتبدلوا. Mais
Yeah.
honestly, garder l'atmosphère هذيك, and the most important thing about it, c'est to come closer to God, genre to come closer to yourself, surtout. Genre c'est un point
I
de
guess
rencontre.
yes, I guess the difference الأولى ما كاش je dirais ما كاش بنت رمضان parce que you know Ramadan vibes ما كاش هذا العام like
Yeah.
first ما كاش صلاة التراويح. Second thing, I guess this is like talking about this ما عندناش excuse like if you like work more about yourself, about your religion, about your relationship with God, if you are like someone who believes in all these things, like I think that this is the period parce que ما عندك وش تدير, we are just staying home.
Exactly. Genre c'est la chance. You just gotta take the chance. You have time, and you should fill it with good things.
Exactly. Hadil.
Yes.
I don't know about you. I hate this question. I'm obliged to ask you this question because
Okay.
people ask, who are you? Like, present yourself.
Okay. Genre, it's the toughest question to ask. Genre, I even included it in my second book, genre, Ruja text. It's kind of poetic, but on the question who I am.
Actually,
Okay.
talking
Yeah.
about that, excuse me.
Yes.
Like, قريت, when you know making some researches about you, like some articles, I found something that I really loved it. I don't remember l'article win. Mais après they asked you, who are you? And you just said, poetically, I'm a lost soul, homesick for a place I've never known. I just loved this sentence.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's kind of the best definition.
Yeah, like start from this وبداي تعرفي بروحك.
Okay, so poetically speaking, in my words, I always try to find my soul through writing. I try to connect to what it feels, to what it is, to my place in the connected universe through my writing. So I'm still on the journey of finding who I really am. So what I like, what I don't like, what's the atmosphere that suits me, what's the career that will suit me, what are the things that make me be my best self. Poetically speaking.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always say, like, sorry, like we never know who we are exactly. Like
yeah,
we're always knowing ourselves, especially that we are developing. Like, for example, I don't know, the girl 8 years old, but I know that you started writing since 8 years old. Like you started this, and then هديل تاع 8 سنين ولا هديل تاع 15 سنة ولا هديل تاع your age now, please.
20.
20. Yeah, there is a big difference, I guess.
Yeah, there is. There is obviously. Yeah. I matured, I grow up, I kind of have a better vision of life, Doka.
exactly. And I think like this is not a problem. Like people شو تلاقي معاهم جو سي با دي جون قريتي معاهم في السيام ولا من بعد تلاقي معاهم هكا في اتوناج دوكا من بعد they will tell you like for me كوثر you are not the same person ولا هديل you are not the same person. Thank God I'm not the same person.
Thank God. No,
like imagine I have the same mentality like à l'âge de 15 ans, à l'âge de, I'm 23, à l'âge de 23 ans. It was like, oh my God, there is a problem in me. Like, أنا تاع 15 وأنا تاع 23 كيف ça marche pas, non.
Il y a un problème qu'il faut régler quand même, oui.
Exactly,
You have
yeah.
to
Go ahead. So this is poetically talking.
Yes. Okay.
Now,
and normally
real
speaking, the real Hadil. A third-year student at the National Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, IGE NLEC. Troisième année licence هاد العام. I'm also the co-founder of Noon, which is a poetic initiative that I launched أنا وفاطمة مكلوت, a friend of mine, to promote spoken word poetry.
So it's your project, Noon?
Yes, it's my project, mine and the friend.
The other day, I was like checking the pages, ومن بعد tu vas une page تديك une autre, et لحقت Noon, like, oh my God, they just love the concept and good job.
Thank you. Thank you. We had some problems مع the pandemic parce que genre بدينا برك في نوفمبر. Premier événement c'était في نوفمبر. There were some issues مع studies exams. So we had our event to be on April actually وأخي خراوش صراحة. Donc now we're just trying. Yeah.
ونحبسنا كاع. معليش إن شاء الله فيها خير.
Yeah.
like نعود بقوة.
Exactly. نعود بقوة après le confinement إن شاء الله. What else? I'm a published author. I have 2 books. Yeah, actually they are not 2 books. They are more. Mais genre من قبل I just published them online. I mean, I was only 15. So they were just my start in the writing world. Mais they officially published, there are 2. The first is Whispers of the Night. And خرج في 2017. The second, the latest one, is Fragments. خرج في 2019.
Yes.
In addition to that, what are my prospects for my technical career speaking? I'm willing to pursue power engineering, genre électrotechnique. C'est un domaine qui me fascine, un domaine dont on a besoin, surtout avec the revolution of industry. We will need more power, we need more sophisticated grids, and I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that change in the whole world as we know it. Il va changer, genre dans 10 années هكاك. And I want to be part of that movement.
So you want to be in 2 different fields?
Yes, I am in 2 different fields.
Different. Like you have this engineering thing, this electronic things, and then in the other hand, you have like writing, literature, art, and go on.
Yeah. I mean, it was a hard question. It was a hard path actually, so to maintain. So to like sometimes you don't have time for both. Yeah. But they're both part of who I am. So like losing one of them is losing part of myself.
Yeah, exactly. Like talking about who you are, I was about to ask you like who is Hadil as a person? Like stop talking about parce que I just noticed this when they tell us present yourself, like we tend to present ourselves من قرايتنا من الكارير تاعنا, what we want to be, what we want to do, what we study, but we never say who we are exactly. And since
as a person,
and since I guess your books talk about this, I would like if you present yourself like as a person who he's Hadil.
Okay, so Hadil is a very empathic person, which is sometimes a curse rather than a blessing. I mean, حملة الدنيا على ظهري, comment on dit. Like I feel that it's my duty to help everyone in need. If one of my friends is going through trauma, I feel that it's my job to be with them and help them get through it. I have a high sense of leadership, like in problems or like in anything really. I'm the first to volunteer because I feel that it's my job to fix things, which is why I write. I write to fix souls, and the reason I choose engineering is also to fix the problems of the world using technology.
Yeah.
I'm a very sensitive person, which is also kind of a weakness sometimes more than a strength.
Are you the kind of people that you know that you are sensitive بصح والله ما نوري للناس بلي أنا sensitive ودايما تلعب بيها شغل I'm strong enough بصح الداخل قلب رهيب.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Je pense sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So it depends on people. So des fois, I just don't show really my emotions. Enfin, ماشي my emotions. I mean, إذا قاستني هذيك العفسة ولا si c'est avec des gens proches, bah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Mais if it's with other people, I try, to fight with sarcasm and stay strong and all.
Yeah, like I say, like personality or my personality, it depends actually. ماشي معناتها أنا I'm bipolar. بصح like my personality depends on the
depends on people.
Yeah, like I can be so
Yeah.
sometimes I can be so I don't know, not sensitive at all. بصح I can be so sensitive. Like it depends. ما تقدرش تقول لي هكا أنتي in general وش راكي. Maybe I'm bipolar.
Yeah.
Guys, maybe.
You're not.
Until we see
in addition to that, I'm someone who doesn't take no for an answer. I mean, I'm sensitive and I'm sweet, but I'm also tough. I mean, when it comes to wanting something, so it doesn't matter what. ما يهمش كباب تكون نفسك كبيرة كباب c'est rien du tout.
Yeah.
When I set my eyes on it, so when I want it, I will have it. So if you are not going to help me, just step out of the way.
There is no absolute answer for me. ما كاش هكا حقيقة إجابة مطلقة ما كاش for me. So, Hadil.
Yes.
Now talk us about your writings. Before نملح وقع your books والحالة, talk us about why you write.
Why I write. So, writing saved me when I was a teenager. Reading also saved me a lot, surtout في واحد la période تاع dépression. Like, I found my shelter in books, in the stories I was reading, in the poems that portrayed the emotions I was feeling and was too scared to admit. So this is why I write. I write to help other people find their path, as I have found mine in words. كيما أنا words saved me before and helped me better learn myself, better accept myself. هذيك sensitivity. A lot of people were telling me بلي c'était une faiblesse, بلي you should not feel like this, بلي you should just toughen up, don't give much importance to emotions, don't care about your current state, and which is wrong on so many levels. And writing helped me. Kain authors, like you feel they are talking to you في هذيك la période, في هذاك moment, they are telling you exactly what you want to hear. بلي first, you're not the only one going through this. So if you read somebody else speaking about the same emotion you're feeling, surtout if it's beautifully written, it makes you feel better about yourself. This is the first point. The second point is the strength, like the coming up, the rising up from ashes, the building up yourself after breaking. This was especially through novels and the badass poetry, if you can call it so. Especially like Nikita Gill, she wrote Bini about this. Her poems, they are kind of similar to what I want to portray in mine.
Okay, when I fortunately I had the chance باش نقرا كتاباتك ولا même pas باش نجيبهم باسكو quarantine period كلش مغلوق. Yes, and you cannot find them online. But like just like قريت شوية في your page وقريت شوية هكا ناس يهضروا عليك et tout, and I see that I don't know بصح like I know like do you know Ruby Kaur?
Yeah.
The writer of Milk and Honey, and I see like there is a bit of similarities. I will not say the same, but there is a bit of similarities. بصح كي تروحي
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but كي تروحي تحطيها like this late poetry هذوما الآخرين poetries poets ولا même Algerian ولا non-Algerian, you have the same kind. You are just speaking to the soul and to the mind, and they just stuck to people. ماشي هذاك الشعر اللي you have rhythm, you have rules to follow. Like they are just free verses where you just put what you have in your heart, what you have in your mind, and give it to people. And I think هذا وش يخلي الwork تاعكم beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Surtout in the late ages, poetry became a way of living. It became a way of escaping the real world, and this is why we tend to focus more on the emotions. parce que هذاك هو الكوتي اللي مازال مهمل في ال 20e siècle.
Yeah, I
So
think you said
no,
something. You said something that I agree. إنه people يقولوا لك you know ignore your emotions وجامي تكون you know so weak والحالة ومن هي. And I guess like as Algerians like in our Algerian society كاينة بزاف هذه معناتها
yeah.
من الناس اللي برا من in your family like even parents like we are like no لازم تكوني مرأة ولازم تكون راجل ولازم تكوني قوية ولازم تكون قوي and we ignore our emotions and this is so wrong as you said.
Yeah, this is c'est la raison تاع كاع les troubles mentaux اللي كاينين في la société دوكا because nobody knows what they are surtout in the era of social media so we have a lot of people talking about their pains but كاين a lot of people who are successful ومن بعد you get torn in between.
Yeah.
ما ديت ني هذا ني هذا you don't know your emotions because you were never taught how to deal with them و at the same time من بعد انت ديجا عندك a gap in your I'm not gonna say personality but in your accepting yourself.
Yeah.
ومن بعد عندك الجاب تاع I am not good enough because you tend to compare yourself to others because you have a low self-esteem which is due justement to ignoring all the emotions accumulated over the years. You don't know who you are. كيفاش راح تكون عندك self-esteem وانت you don't know what yourself really is. And this is the main point of poetry now. Maybe you don't even know that you are feeling it, but now that you read about it, now that you felt it through my words, you're gonna say, yeah, I actually felt like that في هذاك الوقت I didn't pay it much attention ولا I didn't know it was this harmful. And which is, I think, the goal of most poets nowadays. They speak to the heart rather than the mind because the mind can't enough to speak to the mind. So poetry was built for that.
Yeah.
جو تهدر مع القلب because it's the element most ignored now, as we only focus on the academic achievement, on the success, on your appearance, بلا ما تشوف really what's inside and what has to be fixed.
I don't remember the name of the actor. He is dead. He was a comedian, American comedian. I guess the movie was called The Dead Poet or something like that.
وينقال Poet Society.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the words. I will just say وش تفكرت. He said like medicines, engineering, I don't know, this like technical fields is what makes us, I don't know, حاجة نحتاجوها في الحياة باش نعيشوا.
Yeah.
Like صح poetry, art, this is what we are living for.
Exactly, yes.
Like
this is my favorite
yeah, this is it. Like you have to have a balance between the two. أنا ما نحبش الناس اللي يجي يقول لك لا ليتيراتور سي تو ونخلو كاع تكنيكال سايد. allez on s'en fout. ولا هذاك اللي يجي يقول لك أنا
باش نعيشوا
فيف لا فيزيك فيف المات. وشنو الجيح تاعكم هذا وشنو art وشنو poetry وشنو literature. ما تمسخروش. I don't like this kind of people. Like just have a balance between the two. You need the two in your life. خلينا ما نروحوا نهضروا على parce que art poetry c'est spirituel. Because you are talking to your soul. We're not talking about our religion. We have القرآن الكريم. I'm not comparing القرآن to poetry. وكاو تتفهموا لا, I'm not saying this. Okay, it's a big. I'm not saying this. You know, like you have to care about your emotions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you are not in the right state, you cannot do anything useful for the world.
Exactly. Hadil he talks about depression, accepting ourselves والحالة ومن هنا.
Yeah.
I guess everybody just at a period كيم هذه في حياته, especially
exactly.
I won't say depression because depression is like a heavy word parce que ولا من هو يقول لك I'm depressed alors que depression is like an illness guys. c'est مرض للناس اللي يحاولوا يشربوا الدواء من هي ماشي باسكو I don't know أنايا
it's not low
فوالا ماشي معناتها ما جبتش مليح ولا ما جبتيش مليح في الإكزامان I'm depressed. تعافرتي مع your boyfriend ولا تعافرت مع your girlfriend you are depressed. I don't know أنايا. This is not depression, okay guys نتفاهموا عليها. But like accepting yourself, even though depression, have you like if you want to talk about that, est-ce que just عليها like this heavy depression اللي هي خلاتك
I did actually, yes. C'était en 2014-2015 I think. There were way too many things اللي طاحوا عليا على ضربة. C'était la déception de tous les côtés. I was just like the melting point. لحقت the lowest point that I could. I I did fall through. I'm not gonna say depression. Maybe they were like really heavy moods.
Yeah.
In 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't words que 2014, obviously, but this is where I needed words the most, and this is when I wrote the most, surtout.
Mm-hmm.
So it helped me save myself, and I felt that it was my job to use them to help others.
I don't know. But I'm not like the kind of people who write a lot ولا زعما هكا. I have this thing in me. Like sometimes I write some things. بصح as you said, like just to تخرجي وش كاين داخلك. بصح I think that
Yeah.
the best and the beautiful art comes from people who are suffering.
It does actually. Broken heart make beautiful poetry.
Yeah, and you have
it's just
yes, I guess you've posted this on your page yesterday. I've just seen it, yes, and I was like, oh my god, this is just true. كي تروحي تشوفي literature, تروحي تشوفي par exemple Virginia Woolf, for example. She's a brilliant writer. في وقتها وذك. بصح كي تروحي تشوفي like her life, like the woman على بزاف mental breakdown à la fin elle a suicidé.
Oui, Virginia Woolf was a...
Yeah, exactly.
Kafka also, Franz Kafka
yes,
was depressed.
Kafka, exactly. And talking about poetry, Rupi Kaur déjà شغل من I guess من post modern literature تاع دوكا كي تشوفي par exemple les فيديو تاعها وين تهدر ولا interviews, she always say sorry, like I was writing when I was depressed, when I was like I was hurt, I was sad. Hello? Hello,
Kawthar, sorry.
No problem. سمحونا the internet went bad. وتكوبت. The problem is I don't remember وش كنت نهدر.
We were speaking على authors who wrote marvelous pieces. They all had problems.
And I guess the last point was Rupi Kaur. Yes, like we like just to sum up وش كنا نهضروا إنه generally literature والأفهم مش literature art, beautiful art came from sad souls. Hello. Oh my god.
Yes, it does. I'm sorry. No, I'm here.
Okay.
We took the example of Virginia Woolf, as you said.
Yeah.
Franz Kafka had issues. I mean, his parents weren't even appreciating his writing, but who all shelter in words, and which is why his works are greatly admired now because he wrote from his heart.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of artists who left their art were also tormented.
Like Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, Frida Kahlo is the biggest example on that. I mean, she had the spine problems, and then she lost her baby and was no more able to become a mother. Her lover cheated on her. I mean, she was really abandoned by everything.
Yeah.
By him, by love, by children, and yet her art speaks marvelously when on her.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were talking about depression and accepting ourselves والحالة too. Now, Hadil, I want you to talk to me about like the experience تاع writing تاعك. معناتها when you started to write, how you decided باش you publish your writing, because I know many people like they write but يقولك no, I just write for myself, I don't want to share my words.
It was actually a really difficult decision. So to the first one, because all I've written there, in a period that was really dark. So it had really personal things inside.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I published it was friends of mine, عندهم a taste and can actually judge when they read them, and they told me that it would be a shame if you just let them in your desk, especially that your message is to help people in need who are going through the same thing you're going. So what's the best way to do that than to publish it? So maybe I won't reach a lot of people. بصح my words could help one or two people اللي كانوا in the most lowest state, then okay, my goal is achieved because that's the main point of writing. When I sent the manuscript, yeah.
That's where I guess we agree on this. Like for me, when you do something ماشي غير ليك. For example, I don't know, you write books ولا I don't know عندك account Instagram ولا Facebook where you talk about something good ولا I don't know you make videos on YouTube والحالة أنا I don't believe هذيك تاع amount تاع viewers هو اللي يخليني نحس بالنجاح.
Et justement, the point is to impact people, not how many I impact.
Exactly. يا لو كان عبد واحد.
Yeah.
it means راك ناجح في حياتك باسكو فهمتي في حياتك في الحاجه اللي درتها في حياتك ابخي صدير في الحاجه اللي درتها it means انا البوت تاعي سيتي نعاون الناس somebody in need. it means هادي كان يقرا عبد واحد كتابك and you really helps him it means خلاص لحقتي واش كنتي حابه.
exactement.
après اذا le but c'est الجمهور كبير ça c'est une autre histoire.
genre الجمهور كبير usually yes it's better parce qu'il will be able to reach more people in need. mais la plupart du temps genre fame اللي quickly doesn't last and two isn't real, it's shallow. جو بالك هذوك people جاوا معليش انا شافوا وجهي عجبتهم قال لك هاي تبعوها بالك تحط تصورها. I don't know. C'est ce que j'ai remarqué, not all but most. They share good stuff and then oops it turns to personal life and
oh my god
feels forgotten. Exactly. When you don't have what to give, truly you give some things from your personal life and you share your own pictures. I mean everybody's free to do what they want. But this is not my point, and my point is just my words. If I want to be famous,
actually,
yeah.
فتحتي السوجي نفتحو just parenthèse because I guess you are from this world وشغل I'm somebody اللي يتبع بزاف ناس هكا و like I guess I for example نسمع بودكاست تاع يوتيوبر و influencers more than تاع I don't know doctors ولا je sais pas شغل like when you see people like you شغل كيما أنا وانتي هكا they are talking about topics اللي ينتريسيوك I don't know تحسي روحك بلي you are in the subject more than واحد من الدومين بلوس يهدر.
yeah.
and then like بزاف تلقايهم au début sharing really perfect content وين تلقاي روحك bien par exemple la littérature ما عبيش أنايا بالك health et tout شهر شهرين ثلاثة ومن بعد it turns to personal life.
justement yeah.
que vous allez تشوفوا وين راني no guys this is not what we need. Actually I'm not زعما judging ولا if you want to do that do it على روحكم. you are making us like sad you are disappointing us at somehow.
yeah and I think so the fight اللي عبد الحق لهذاك لو بون بلا ما يفيق genre when you just feel obliged to give something to your audience not to lose them.
yeah
وماشي دائما عندك good content to give so they tend to just fill it with stuff from personal life.
I totally
après كاين people who do both. Sometimes they do personal things and then direct يعاودوا يجيبوا content and sometimes people just don't. genre c'est bon وين يلحق هذيك الفيز تاع تولي reality show and a lot of people actually like that. I mean c'est un bon passe-temps. يولي يدخلوا في هذاك يدخلوا فيها genre يكملوا يقول لك so it's easy it gets a lot of followers it boosts your self esteem so why not. donc يكملوا في هذاك الطريق و maybe they lose the initial aim to what they were doing من قبل ولا what they were posting من قبل.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, Hadil, we will go back نغلقوا البراكتس we will go back بس لو كان نكملوا ما نحبسوش نديروا بودكاست تاع السوايع. We're talking about like your writing experience وبعد كيفاش لحقتي to publish واحكي لي على بزاف على شغل publishers بيوت النشر. اسكو I don't know بصح اسكو like متساهلين معاكم like تروحي ما تلقايش صعوبات ولا يصعبوا في نشر الكتب ايتو؟
bon هادي ça dépend على les maisons d'édition اللي رحتي لهم. par exemple before je voulais publier mais it was too expensive ولا ما يقبلوش anglais genre ils publient seulement français. نهضر على les maisons d'édition القدام والكبار en Algérie. and also they don't publish for novice authors parce que يقول لك je risque pas معاك.
exactly parce que
après جاو les nouvelles maisons d'édition هادوك they were not all most are way too easy genre des fois كاين bad content that's just published easily on va pas parler sur ça mais هادو they actually made the chance they genre زادوا la diversité de langues de langues publiées genre English دوكا ولاو anyone who wants to publish English they can
that's what I want to talk about. Thank you very much. شغل just لحقتينا السوجي كنت حابه نلحق له. ميزون ديديسيون اللي معروفين من بكري ما حش يقبل يببلش بوك تاع واحد كيما احنا اتيديون اللي ما عندوش اكسبيريونس ومنا ومن هي. ابري جاو بيوت النشر هذوما انا بور موا it's a good and it's a bad thing في نفس الوقت. And I feel like I will give an example ونتحمل مسؤولية هضرتي باسكو I was so disappointed. I don't remember. I guess جبنا ربي 2015-2016 بداو هذو بيوت النشر يبانوا.
في هذيك البيريود.
and then كان فيسبوك لي جروب تاع القراءة ومنا ومن هي so like it was like new business هنا في الجزائر.
It was the trend.
toujours نتبعوا لا مود. And then they started just to publish books. I don't remember la maison d'édition بصح كاين بزاف plenty of them.
Let's not mention names دوكا عشان في مشاكل من بعد.
I will just mention the book because I was so disappointed. I will mention the book. شاك ما نهدر عليه الله غالب. And then it was like just publishing وتبدأ تشوفيها يجيبوهم لشان ويعرضوهم شباب راهي تكتب وما على باليش it's a good thing actually. It's a really good thing for Algerian literature look and you are given like a good books حاجة هكا اللي تصلح وبعد and then you will find الناس just promoting this because you know بس هضروا عليها وبس it's money. And then back then I remember it was a book واسمه فتاة الباندا. It did. I was so disappointed باسكو دار ان بوز قد سخط. And I was from the people. Yes, and I was from the people I was like, oh, maybe this is good book كنت نتبع and oh, c'est intéressant شغل you know شاب من الجزائر وراح يكتب شغل it's like interesting تبع. And then I remember شريت الكتاب and I was so excited نستنى فيه يلحق avec impatience et tout كي لحقني literally قريته في نص ساعة literally. Believe me, I was like, oh my god, why you are doing this? ما راحش نهضر علينا as readers باسكو as readers حنولو نعرفوا واش يساعدنا نقراو واش ما يساعدناش بصح you are given an image of Algerian literature. كتابك حيبقى خالد إلى الأبد ما حش يروح. And I see that it's a good and a bad thing في نفس الوقت.
at first it was to promote young authors. Après qu'ils aident le flow, well, they accept everyone. Après, they don't make the difference. Est-ce que I am actually أنا encouragée بهاد la personne. Par exemple, can work, it's not really perfect. On dirait it's good. نقولوا بلي راني نشجع فيه باش après they will write something better. ولا juste publier pour publier. وهذه هي الدوامة اللي دخلوا فيها.
Exactly, they're just publishing for publishing to gain money. And I say something when يدخلوا دراهم تخسر الحاجة. If you are going to see art for money, like راح تخدم art for money, it won't be art. منيش نقولك بلي no ما تعيش من الart تاعك ولا صح like the first purpose تاعك هو money.
I'm actually going to comment on this. So with my first book surtout, it was also a disappointment. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to become the big buzz. Mais I didn't really get an audience while others were getting that audience. Mais comment? Littéralement, they were like harassing people to buying their books.
Yes.
قلت لهم أنا je vais pas faire ça. Je suis pas une commerçante. قلت لهم نقدر نبيع لو كان نحب. مش ما نبيعش my book like this is treason to my words. I will share quotes bien sûr. I will promote it normal ways. ماشي نقول لهم here is my book, buy it. Here is my book, buy it. like
I don't know. I don't know back then كي خرجوا كتاباتك ما كاش عن
yeah.
بالي بصح just عاود شفت لاباج تاعك and I didn't find something like that and that's what I noticed actually. I was like okay, she's not like promoting for her book. Actually she's sharing some pages from the book. She's not like أني هنا كود برومو ومن هنا and I'm not judging guys اللي يديروا هذا الشيء. Like if you want to do that, do it.
Mais with limits parce que sinon après
Yeah.
it will become commercial.
Yeah,
Genre, even if you
exactly.
want to do it, pay somebody else to do it for you. Ça ماشي l'auteur lui-même اللي يقول people buy it. Genre, you can get an agent like other people do. People with money. مش قصدي الagent تاعك اللي حيستكلف بهذا الشيء. At least انت
Yeah,
your job is
I
to
agree on that. Yeah, I agree on that. Like
Yeah.
انت تدير بيبليسيتي لروحك وراها المصداقية.
And also,
yeah.
genre, I think this is due surtout genre كاين des maisons d'édition like ça dépend les offres. Par exemple, إذا ما تديش بزاف copies انت تبحث بكتاباتك. Genre, I think this is the main reason why genre they just do whatever باش يبيع هادوك لي كوبي تاعو وخلاص, which is bad parce que genre the main goal تاع الميزون d'édition تاع an écrivain is just to promote the words وهذاك and the writing itself. So, yeah.
Talking about that, like since we're talking about that, if there is somebody here, they are listening, ou le but تاعهم c'est ça parce que vu que moi je viens d'un département de langue, donc anglais, français, je pense que بزاف like you know they write ويحبوا I don't know يحبوا يخرجوا كتاباتهم et tout, and then you find them على بالهمش, they are literally lost. Like sometimes تلقاي عندهم الwork تاعهم and it could be beautiful or not. This is not what we're talking about. بصح تلقايه ولا تلقايها lost, ما على باليش كيفاش ندير, ما على باليش واش نروح, لي ميزون ديتيسيون كيفاش نروح ليهم, شحال اسك لازم بزاف دراهم من هي. Like if you talk about your experience just to I don't know to guide them and somehow.
Yeah, of course. Bon, I think genre publishing now is easier than before. Donc genre first parce que surtout هاد العام الآخر خرجوا بزاف د maisons d'édition وكاين really good ones شغل their books are good, their design is great, التعامل تاعهم مليح. So first you check their pages. Genre you check the pages, تشوف à peu près le travail هذاك كيفاش il est, how do they promote pour les livres تاع their authors, and then you see the price. Après you choose parce que بالك كل واحد it depends on what they want. genre not taste names باش اشياء باطين من بعد, but كاين good ones, كاين good ones. The work speaks for itself.
Yeah, like when we talk like that, when we say حاجة مليحة ماشي مليحة, ماشي معناتها نقولوا كاع ماشي ملاح.
Of course
ماشي معناتها نقولوا كاع ملاح.
Yeah.
This is not صح. When there is a problem, we talk about the problem. Maybe I don't know. يفهموا they change this problem. But this is not good. I won't say this is not good for the writer himself or the readers themselves. It's like bad for the image of Algerian literature. T'imagines dans 50 ans وشنو la littérature تاع 2020?
Yeah.
And you see what you will find.
Exactly.
Actually, and I'm not saying like just in Algeria. I guess all around the world, but that
c'est le même cas partout. Hein.
Yeah.
même كي تروحي we'll mention the USA parce qu'il y a عندها publishing job بزاف كبير. There is a lot of there's a lot of bullshit being published. So this is what.
Yeah. Actually, just خممت لها. I was like, no, this is not just in Algeria. Actually, it's everywhere.
احنا نهضروا على الجزائر بس الجزائر هي بلادك. أنا بدأ
Exactly. on s'en fout. ما تجيش تكومبايلي الملكة ولا فرنسا. أنا نهضر على الجزائر. Yeah, go ahead. So they check the pages ويشوفوا خدمتهم too.
Yeah, and then you contact them directly through the page. C'est aussi simple que ça. You ask about the procedure parce que كل وحدة كيفاش. Mais mostly يطبعوا على نفقة الكاتب parce que c'est des maisons d'édition صغار, donc they can't يدخلوا معك في un contrat, especially if ما عندك déjà books ولا you are known. Après it depends on the number of copies, the number of pages وعلى le prix. genre يقدر يبدأ من 3 مليون حتى je sais pas 10 millions pour 1000 copies ولا.
هذه قولي لي genre est-ce qu'ils يديروا un suivi الكتاب تاعك par exemple they correct it ولا something like that ولا juste allez طبع وخلاص.
Yeah, they edit it, but I suggest parce que sometimes l'editor, surtout إذا كان English ولا French, je sais pas, بالك كاين quelques erreurs انت هو pour lui c'est pas des erreurs, mais انت après en bad you want to change them, like you get remarks in bad. So I suggest you first edit it yourself. If you can hire private editors him you. genre juste pour éviter parce que des fois يصراو خلق من بعد بالك يصراو typos surtout typos هما اللي يهلكوا. But yeah, no. So I suggest أنا personally ندمت لو كان ما درتش my own editors. So there are minor mistakes but still there are mistakes. Tu vois?
They present you.
Exactly.
And I know.
Yeah. So
حاجة no, I don't want this. أنا حابة نسقمها.
Exactly. كي شغل après des fois ما تفيقلاش انت. But if you get with someone اللي عنده experience و someone surtout لازم يكون from the literature field. So يكون عنده diplôme anglais وعنده l'expérience avec ça parce que après ما كانش برك grammar mistakes. I don't know maybe اللي كاين ما كانش
punctuation sometimes
exactly.
the word vocabulary itself ماشي غير grammar.
Voilà وهذه لازم quelqu'un genre vraiment experimented du domaine اللي يقدر يعاونك mieux باش après من بعد انت you won't have regrets. ثاني ما تروحش في واحد كريت لك خشي اللي يقول لك why did you use this and not this.
Yeah,
just pour éviter ça.
It's a for balance actually نحوسوا a balance هذا ما كان من أو علاش نسيتك هذا the question just to understand why هذه الكتابات اللي parfois they are sorry for this word ما عندهم حتى معنى عم يخرجوهم هنا tu te poses des questions علاش ما كاش un suivi they don't edit the books ومنه من هي and you see like معليش أسيدي the story the plot والحالة بصح grammar هذه I guess it's not the fault of the writer it's the fault of maison d'édition.
Oui, editing c'est pas sur toi genre yeah the editing is not really the best part of maison d'édition. So came a lot of mistakes. So on بالعربية français anglais all languages you will find minor mistakes.
Yeah, you will always find them. Hadil, talk now. We just passed to your books. خلاص دوكا we are going to focus on your books.
Okay.
I'm so sad parce que je voulais vraiment نقراهم باش we discuss like really the book. بصح unfortunately ما كاش كيفاش. Maybe after this quarantine we will invite you directement la fac and you will bring your books and we will have a real discussion على your books inshallah. Just present your books, two of them, and talk about them. And how, like, what I want to know, like, كي كتبتيهم, how it was, كيفاش حتى you decided to publish them, and when you published them, كيفاش كانت your reaction تاع الناس اللي دايرين بيك? Did you had support ولا كنتي وحدك, like, fighting everybody to prove yourself? It was, like, easy for you, alhamdulillah.
So they weren't job projects تاع books. أنا not صباح وقلت ديسيديت نكتب كتاب. It was really not like this.
Yeah, this is the question. Est-ce que ملي كنتي صغيرة and you was like I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer.
Yes. Ever since I was young.
Okay.
So you just feel هذيك العفات it's just meant to be. I am meant to be this.
Yeah.
I'm meant to share my words with the world and this is what matters and I did. I mean, I started doing so at least. And also for the books they were c'était des textes كل واحد مكتوب période وحده. And then I used to share them sometimes on social media or I show them to my teachers et tout. And when I noticed they were actually a good lot. Or je sais pas, they were like 20 text poem هكا. I thought, why not publish them? Parce que since there was the chance, خرجوا les maisons d'édition they were supporting youth و la langue ما ولاتش problème. ثاني the money it wasn't that expensive. So I just went with it. It was a big step, mais c'était the step اللي منها تبدا your field. منها تبدا la carrière هذيك. Yes, I am actually a writer. Because before when I used to say that I'm a writer, I'm like, no, if you don't have published books, you can't say that about yourself. reason. Après, I did. I mean, the first book, so
نأمنوا بلي بالموس تعطيني كتابك تقول لك you are writer تقولي I'm writer ما كاش كتابك نقول لك ما كاينش writer.
yeah, writer book will like never happen. I love
Yeah, basically.
yeah. So yes, the first book, I mean, both of them actually could have been better. But I don't regret it because it was the first step with it خليت بها a real comment dirais-je, a real legacy, genre après من على 10 ans or when I die you say what did you leave behind. Oh, I actually have 2 books. ما متش هكا كبار.
Just 2 books ما كيش ناوية like
سي بتاع نهضروا على دوكا لو كان نموت غدوة ولا.
لا ربي يطول في عمرك يا سيدي.
And the reason I published the first one c'était that a lot of people اللي كنت نبيع لهم they related to what I wrote. They were like, yes, we want more of this. Your words made me feel better. Well, I don't know, they helped me through a certain period of life. So I thought that why not look up this game job. نلم هذوك التكست and I wrote others more to باش يولي كتاب ماشي برك 10 pages. And I published them. It was like a jump. Literally, it was a jump. So jump, get yourself naked to everybody, show your feelings, show your fears. The first book, I didn't get really much support. So I was felt really bad period because of it. Surtout que في البيريود هذيك تبدا a lot of offers يبانوا.
Yes.
They were helped by social media, they were helped by their friends, by the media, by everybody, and I was on my own. I'm not going to نجيك نقول لك هياك وصر ببلي بالسيف على كتابي هيك قرايه بالسيف هيك بالسيف. I cannot do that.
Actually, Hadil, I will tell you something. ما على باليش بالك you don't think like me ولا اللي يسمعوني ما حش يقولوا بلي ما حش يكونوا في المام في أنا. Mais pour moi, أي حاجة يبروموتيو لها بزاف pour moi ماشي مليح.
هادي شنو تقول لهم عكس في لا بوبليسيتي ما
Exactement. I don't remember شكون اللي قال لي هذا الاكزامبل قال لي راح من بابك بيمو قاطو بيمو كش نشتي بوبليسيتي عليه جامي صح كاع نحبوه and exactly it's the same thing. I don't remember that this to me. Yeah. I guess my cousin or something like that and was talking about that and he told me voilà بيمو جامي أنا فتحت شعلت لا تيلي لقيت بوبليسيتي على بيمو mais oui ريسامون بلي بالك فغلق اللوزين and was like oh my god خلاص ما فيهاش بيمو بلا حليب you know.
Yeah, and it wasn't true actually.
Yeah, and like talking about نولوا شوية literature ونهضروا على البوكس ولا par exemple Jane Austen عندها كتابات بزاف هايلين and her literature is really brilliant. بصح اسكو تشهرت في وقتها Jane Austen حتى ماتت باش بداو كتاباتها يبانوا.
No. All great authors actually
now just Jane Austen came to my mind بصح like all great voilà الرسامين aussi. Donc le but I guess like you know take it easy step by step باسكو كيما قلتي هذيك اللي تجيهم على ضربه هكا شغل امومون دوني وكتبوا ناناني وداروا بوبليسيتي تسخطوا كتاباتهم كاع عم يقراو فيهم وكاع عم يشرو فيهم ومن بعد ما زيدوش نسمعوا عليهم nothing.
Exactly. Their communities, yeah, which is a bad thing. Just go slowly and steady, build your community, and يكبروا معاك يشوفوا the change in your writings, your maturity, كيفاش تبدل your style, and also people who actually appreciate what you do. ماشي بس يتبعوا فيك حابين يتبعوا أخبارك ولا just because they like pictures you post ولا just because it's not addition to their social media life وخلاص.
So go ahead. Book.
Yes. So back to so that was the story time, the first one, Whispers of the Night. Fred Whispers, the main difference between them, Tico Whispers was more poetic, it was more abstract, more implicit. I never hack up them and نقولكش اليوم I'm feeling bad or I'm feeling this and this. In Whispers it was just speaking to the emotions rather speaking about them. It was rather speaking to the person, to the soul تاع هذيك person genre directement like do you feel the agony, do you, and I used a lot of metaphors in it compared to fragments. Fragments is more personal. Fragments genre كاين poems in it, there are poetic texts, but it's much more confessions than it is poetic as compared مع Whispers of the Night. The fragments, it was really too personal. Il y avait des textes, when I read them later, I couldn't even reread them parce que it felt like, oops, I actually shared this with the people.
Like, what a courage, first of all, to share your feelings. صح قلتي في الديبي.
Yeah, it was hard.
كنتي تهضري بلي when you feel depressed or you can't accept yourself ومن بعد تلقاي when you talk about the subject تلقاي people like you. And أنا toujours
relate, yes.
when I feel something je sais pas maybe you read a book, maybe you watch a movie, même a movie, maybe a song, and you will say I'm not the only one feeling like that, I'm not the only one passing the period like that. ولو فات كو تحسي روحك باللي you are not the only one ديجا ترتاحي باسكو نحبوا هذاك الفيلم تاع الانتماء لكش حاجة belonging to something. You say مانيش وحدي. Because if you feel like, imagine you are the only person happy, you are the only person sad in the world, oh my god, just imagine, like you will be, what's wrong with me? Your sadness حتزيد تكبر وتكبر وتكبر.
That will be even worse than it is.
Especially poems, like they are just a lullaby for us as adults. When it comes from the soul, شوف هذيك تاع berceuse اللي تسمعها فنورمالمون كانوا يغنوهم لنا نرقدوا في الليل, it's the same thing. Just like it's just here and صارت لي the same thing مع two books, Milk and Honey, and I don't remember the writer of this book. Its name is her favorite color was yellow. I don't know if you know it. I don't remember the name of the writer. It's something I don't know. I don't remember the name. Just check it and you will find it. Talking about books, Hadil, which authors اللي كما يقولوا متأثرة بهم? Maybe in your style, maybe in, I don't know, poetry, ولا authors اللي they encouraged you باش تبداي تكتبي and publish books.
When I was a kid, until the age of 15 c'était Gibran Khalil Gibran. So it was my biggest inspiration and my absolute love in literature. Que ça soit in English
ou Le Prophète, أنا قريته en français.
من عندي en français Le Prophète, yes. Yes, so it was Gibran. But après, there was a shift, to be honest, I didn't really read much poetry before. كنت نقرأ surtout les classiques, كيما Victor Hugo, كيما Charles Baudelaire. In English, c'était Lord Byron sometimes. Virginia Woolf. I've read a few, not all. قريت some poems because I had a book that had a lot of poems inside of it. I don't even know names.
Actually, Virginia can be a little bit difficult to read. Yeah, Virginia can be a little bit difficult.
بس the absurdity of what she wrote, the darkness هذيك that she conveyed in her poetry, هذيك the atmosphere, like the aura تاع poems is what I portrayed in Whispers of the Night.
I don't know.
Dark.
It's the darkness. When you read a book ومن بعد تقراي a passage and you will think كيفاش جاته ولا جاتها في بالها to write something beautiful like that, and you are just like, oh my god, how can a human being do that?
Yes, and sometimes I'm like, that actually looks like something I could have written.
And you're like, oh my god, and you feel so jealous. كنت قادرة نديرها هذه أنايا.
Sometimes
when you read it for the first time, it sounds familiar to your mind. Actually, here you are not the only one thinking this way.
exactly. هنا تحسي like كيما هو he could reach to me, I can reach out to
Hadil, talking
others.
about fragments, قلتي it's more personal.
Yes.
And هضرتي على في an article قلتي you were passing by a block syndrome هذيك la period. You know, still, yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
still.
exactly.
How
For me,
did I
block
write
syndrome
it?
ما تكتبيش. You can't write.
Exactly. This is so قاع text that are inside enfin ماشي قاع most they were texts that I wrote trying to get rid of the reader's syndrome. I mean my best friend he was really supportive of me and like he was pushing me to write. Because when he read Whispers and then I told him I'm sorry but I can't write anymore. C'est bon هذا ما على باليش كيفاش خرج. Après he was pushing me genre he's like I don't care genre اليوم تكتبي something. And when I did it was actually good and I got a lot of support of my friends كنت نقول لهم this is not good enough so this is not the real me. This is why you can see a little shift in the style between Fragments and Whispers of the Night. So Fragments I was revealing what was really hidden inside. But Whispers نهضر just abstractly genre I will speak about sadness but I will not say it's sadness بلي I'm speaking about myself. Fragments, it was direct. Fragments, I talked in it about writer's block, canopy how letters, to my old self, to my old friends, to the chaos I feel, sometimes to the demons of the night, and it has also a lot of love poems. So love poems, yes, dick inspiration فيها. And others, they were, like I told you, Dara, Fragments is divided on 3 parts. The break-in, so when I was really low and I was just trying to break like the blog and I was writing in rage actually. So I was in rage but I was feeling low and I couldn't even write. But at the same time I had to write. So I was angry at myself and angry at words. This you will see in the first part. The second one was the healing, the accepting. I have changed and this is what's changed in me, this is what's going on and I have to accept it. Après, the last one is the loving myself, loving life,
Actually,
and loving
علاش
other
قلت
people.
لك I've seen some similarities with Ruby Core because in Milk and Honey she talked about the same thing وفاهمة she's same thing بصح it was about هي على حياتها as a woman parce que it was هي هندية بعد جو je pense لندres et tu vois يبقاو هذوك traditions على la femme وكذا من هيك and it was the same thing. It was the first chapter is the hurting and the second chapter is the loving and the third chapter breaking and then the healing. بصح هذا it was beaucoup plus على love in life. Love yourself,
it was about
yourself,
a boyfriend,
or to love a lover, or actually it's not a boyfriend, just a boyfriend, ou bien her father, ou bien her mother, you know, just talking about this. And actually there is a great interview تاعها هي وإما واتسون when they talked about the book. It's really perfect where she explained everything about her book. I recommend it.
I will see it.
Hadil, now we are going to talk about like I don't know باش ما نطولوش بزاف باسكو على بالي بلي هكا ديجا انا 1 heure لا غالب on peut pas faire un truc de 2 heures. بالك un jour we will invite you. خلاص كورونا روحي فهمنا بلي one virus can destroy the whole humanity ولا غير راح نضعوا كاع راح خلاص you can go. Now like talk I don't know about people اللي حابين like I don't know an advice from you باسكو you know it wasn't easy for you to pass this period وعلى بالي بلي a lot of people are passing by this kind of period هذيك تاع they know to do something in their lives بصح ما على بالهمش maybe l'entourage تاعهم ما يعاونهمش. Talking about that, did you had a supportive family and friends where you were like here fighting to prove yourself?
No, I had supportive family and friends. But not in everything, I think. Well, they will support you to succeed, but they don't know how.
I want to talk about that because شفت بلي هادي انتي منينك.
مخلطة bon أنا شوي أوريجينال من تيزي وزو مي نسكن في الغواط
and then
زدت في
بعد الغواط
الغواط
رحتي للبومرداس باش تقراي and then I guess لو كان بقيتي في الغواط ماشي فان سي با بوغ نقول باللي الغواط ماشي ولايه مليحه ولا مي سي جوست كو باغ اكزومبل حنا هنا ابويرا جو سي كو ابويرا يا با سا جور سي اي وانت تو دو سامثين لازم نخرج من بويرا لازم نروح الجي لازم نروح تيزي لازم بالك نروح لبومرداس باسكو جو سي بومرداس كاين دي ميزون ديديسيون بزاف ما جاب لي ربي
non publishing en fait the first book genre I published it qui compte في الغواط parce que you don't have to go there. Non, parce que les maisons d'édition, you don't have to go there. Genre, les deux, les خدمت معاهم جايين في بيتنا. Donc, c'était juste des correspondances, yeah. So, distance is not a problem. But yeah, mais juste باش نكمل le point تاعك, yes, لو كان قعدت في الغواط, maybe there were a lot of things ما نديرهمش, parce que it was my comfort zone. genre من نهار كي جيت باش نروح للبومرداس, I was like, well, maybe نقدر ندير في الغواط ونسكن هنا في اليوم, c'est ma ville natale et tout. بصح après when I went to Boumertas, when I faced the real world, so في la cité, different people, different mentalities, كاين des gens de partout, genre everything changed. Finally, I could discover the potential that was in me parce que I had to face the harshness of the world on my own. genre ما كنتش في أفهم دار ولا people who know you, people who support you. So yes, the challenge that I got when I went there was a big part in shaping who I am.
I believe in that. Like, if you want to دير عفسة في حياتك, I'm not saying بعد على أصحابك ولا بعد على l'entourage تاعك. No, اخرج من الcomfort zone تاعك. Par exemple, voilà.
الcomfort zone.
parce que فما you will always feel هذيك تاع كي تخافي على بالك بلي كاين شكون يحميك وما تقدريش تبلاص. par contre تكوني وحدك وتخرجي من الcomfort zone تاعك خلاص. tu es là que على بالك challenge yourself every time.
it was a big part, I think. Bon, to answer your question, sorry, people who feel like they have to do something with their lives, bon, أنا واحدة منهم. So, surtout with the social media, we tend to compare ourselves to others, especially when you are like failing at something you're doing ولا ما راكش تلقى the desired output when whatever you're doing. So first you have to تشوف مع روحك انت ولا معك روحك انت as a person, where do you find yourself the most? وشو العفسة that you enjoy doing. Après you see the things that I've done so far. n'importe quoi. قالوا واش ديت الباك ورحت لليونيفرسيتي, oh I did that, that's actually an achievement. For example, قريت I went through depression وهكاك وطلعت العام وكاع, yes, that's actually a good thing. parce que il faut d'abord تشوف the good things about yourself, the good thing that you could achieve so far, باش تقدر تخمم what to do من بعد. And after that, I suggest if somebody wants to start a project, for example, ولا يبدأ a company ولا
هذه تسمحي لي if we narrow the public writers to since like you are a writer and your experience هي الكتابة and it wasn't easy باش تلحقي تكتبي like people اللي بالكم يسمعونا في مخهم هذيك تاع I really want to do that, I really want to write. What do you advise them?
Well, first, just do it and do it for yourself. Don't write for the public. Don't write to publish. Don't write for money. Don't write for fame. Parce que good words, they come parce que you love writing ou parce que you have a message to convey through them. وقت ما تدخل un élément extérieur, your purpose of writing, it won't be as good as you want it to be ومايش رايحة تلحقك إنك حاب. So the first thing is to write من قلبك. The second thing is to how can I say, you surround yourself with the writing community. For example, تدخل في des groupes تاع writing ولا you invite people who are writers ولا who admire that because you will feel like you are home actually. And then exactly, if you don't have an audience on social media, I suggest you start by that. So يكون عندك a small community that sees your writing. Because first, راح يعاونوك support you emotionally, and second, they will help you grow. So ماشي all our writings are mature enough, but like sometimes they just wrote something في هذيك الدقيقة, it's not worth publishing ولا. So it's really important to let them mature. The second thing, so باش تكونتاكتي la maison d'édition, if you are ready that قاعد the steps your work is ready you are confident about it just jump سلفت دراهم أنا personally سلفت دراهم to publish my second book fragments شغل ما خليتهاش هكا كبرت if you have to شغل سلف دراهم and then just send your work and start the publishing procedures just jump if you have somebody who supports you let them help you in that if not you have yourself and
okay, it's good to have somebody to support you إذا ما عندكش you support yourself this is not like
yeah you support yourself
Hadil, last question what do you think about writing in English in Algeria وين راكي تشوفي bon حنقول روحكم because you are one of them وين راكي رايحه تشوفي اسك انت متفائله بهذا الكوتي وبيان tu te dis jamais حنديروا اسم في الجزائر ولا je sais pas will not develop or something like that
oh actually عندي beaucoup d'expectations for the English writing community parce que d'abord I know a lot of people who write really beautifully in English so it's not their major they are English majors and they write really beautiful things plus a lot of most of the works that they were published in English they were good works so when you read it you feel good about yourself this is actually content of quality les maisons d'édition also most of them كاين يخدموا فيها des gens anglophones donc they value the language they value the literature so ما يرميكش على راسك and also the community is getting bigger الشعب ديالها ولا anglophone so yes we actually have a bright future waiting ahead surtout the good authors hiding or scared of sharing your works please don't parce que we need to build community to English authors في الجزائر and you will inspire somebody else to do so إذا أنت publié وشافك another one who had good things hiding
actually
so do it.
as I said before it's not for you it's not for your readers it's for Algerian literature ما بيش أنا 2050 2060 وش حيلقاو your books your writings like don't be afraid please share something beautiful something like valuable يستاهل to be shared exactly
and to be read
it was such a pleasure Hadil it's our first conversation I just enjoyed it إن شاء الله why not نعرضك directement la fac la prochaine fois إن شاء الله anything to say last word نخليه لك
okay so thank you first for inviting me it's I always love speaking about words it's something that gave me all passionate too I hope that at least one or two people can listen to the podcast they will feel better about themselves better about their writing إذا كانوا insecure about what they're doing maybe they will have more faith for their words help la littérature algérienne تكون عندها réputation internationale especially with English
French
we have good
French
potential.
we can say كان عندها
French عندها
شوية English
yes French عندها ومازال دوكا لازم نزيد English لا ليست
so this is it thank you Hadil again it was such a pleasure talking to you I enjoyed it and this is
mine.
the end
me too
we meet another day with another special guest inshallah and thank you so much
thank you Kauthar